Hello everyone, welcome to आपका channel Potent's Log. Kindly do like, share and subscribe to our channel and press bell icon to get all the new notifications of a latest video.
Well, good morning everyone. So in the previous session you have seen about the taxons and all. So today we are going to continue from there. And as you have already learned about the taxon and the upcoming part is the taxonomic hierarchy. So every animal belongs to one or the other taxonomical hierarchy. So the taxonomical hierarchies are divided as follows, and they are kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus and species. This is from increasing to decreasing order, and from the decreasing to increasing, or from the lower to the higher order is species, genus, family, order, class, phylum and kingdom. So most of you might be having a problem in remembering these things. So there's a mnemonic for this, and it is this: keep place clean or family gets sick. So it's easy to remember. If you remember this, keep place clean or family gets sick, you can easily remember what you need, like the hierarchical arrangement. It can also be read as KPC of GS. Maybe you might find it a bit difficult to remember this. So you can easily remember keep place clean or family gets sick. The lowest taxonomical category, taxonomical hierarchy is species, and the highest one is kingdom. So kindly remember this, it's very important. And coming to species, group of individual organisms with fundamental similarities are called as species. They're closely related and they have a lot of similarities among themselves. And it's Mangifera indica, and here indica is the species and Mangifera is genus. Species is also called as specific epithet. Do not get confused. If they say specific epithet, it is one and the same as species. So indica, that is species, is nothing but the specific epithet. Similarly, Solanum tuberosum, in this tuberosum is the species or the specific epithet, and Panthera leo, and leo is the specific epithet. And remember the rules and the norms of writing this genus and species, that is the binomial nomenclature. The species name should be in smaller letters. All the words lettering should be in small letters, while genus should be in caps. Only the first letter should be in capital letters and the other should be in small letters, and both of them should be underlined separately. Mark this, both of them should be underlined separately. If you don't underline, you don't get any marks, be it for boards or whatever. And similarly, Solanum tuberosum, it's written separately and they are underlined separately. Look at this. Mangifera indica is nothing but mango. It's nothing but mango. Remember, here indica, tuberosum, leo represents specific epithet. As I told you, specific epithet and species are one and the same. They're not different. Mangifera, Solanum and Panthera, they represent higher level of the taxon. That is the genus. They are the genus. Human beings belong to the species sapiens, Homo sapiens. As you all know, humans are Homo sapiens. So sapien is our genus, and sapien is a species, and Homo is a genus. Specific name for human beings is Homo sapiens. That's the binomial nomenclature is Homo sapiens. And next, coming to genus. Genus comprises of a group of related species which has more than one character. So you might get a question like, a group of species comprises of, so it's nothing but genus. Group of species make up a genus. They are the aggregates of closely related species. Group of species make a genus. As I already told you, they make up, the closely related species make up a genus. Example, potato and brinjal. As you all know, they are two separate vegetables. You usually nourish them while you are having your food. But remember, they belong to the same family. That is this Solanaceae family. And they both belong to the same genus. That is the Solanum genus. But their species are different. Okay, remember this. And it's the same with lion, leopard and tigers also. All of them belong to Panthera. Sorry, this is supposed to be capital P. All of them belong to the same genus, that is Panthera, but the species differs. One is Leo, the other is Pardus, and the other is Tigris. Lion is Panthera leo. It's easy to remember, L and L. Tiger, T and T. The only thing you need to remember is for leopard, it's L and P. It's a bit different. Other than that, everything starts with the same alphabet. That's Panthera leo, L and L, T and T. And they have common features. They resemble common features. They have common features. See, as you go up in the taxonomical hierarchy, the common features decreases. That is, if you move from species to genus to family, the common features go on decreasing. You should remember this point. It is it's widely asked in Neet and other medical entrance exams. So it's very important. Remember them. Next, moving on to the family. See, as I already told you, lesser number of similarities. Their similarities decreases as compared to genus and species. Characteristics on the basis of both vegetative and reproductive features. See, you should remember this, vegetative and reproductive features. Vegetative and reproductive features, do you know the difference? See, reproductive is related to the sexual part of the family, the life cycle. Vegetative represents the asexual part of the life cycle. Should remember them. It can be asked, it may be asked, and many institutions ask them in their regular tests. See, these are the families: Solanum, Petunia, and Datura. Solanum, Petunia, and Datura. They belong to the family Solanaceae. I already told you here for potato and brinjal, they belong to the family Solanaceae. You need to remember a few families like Solanaceae, Fabaceae, and all. Cucurbitaceae belongs to cucumber. Cucumber belongs to the Cucurbitaceae family. It's very important to remember them. They might be asked every year in Neet. Not just they ask from NCERT, but also apart from NCERT, a few questions are asked. So remembering a few of the extra points is very essential. Cucurbitaceae is the family of cucumber. See, C and C. It's easy to remember. Here, the family is Felidae. It is also known as the family of cats. The family of cats is nothing but Felidae. See, they have different genus, but yet they belong to the same family. Lion, tiger, leopard, and cat. Family Felidae. Next, the order. The order being the higher category, it is a group of families. It's the collection of families. A group of families together comprises of order. See, here you have the examples. Felidae, Canidae, they are other animals. It's a different family. In Canidae, you have dogs. In Felidae, you have cats, the family of dogs and the family of cats. But yet, they come under the same order. That is, this is the same order. These come under the same order. Similarly, it's with the plant also. This is for animals and this is for plants. This is the order of Polymenales. It's based, here the order is based on the floral characters. And next, moving on to the classes. It includes related orders. Classes have related orders. You just can't pair up any random orders with the class, or similarly random species with the genus, or random genus with the family. You need to have them related in some or the other way. For example, you just can't go and include Mangifera and Panthera in the same family. They're not scientific. One is the plant and the other is the animal. And in the similar way, even here you need to have related order. They can't be random. Remember this. The order is Primata. In order Primata, you include monkey, gorilla, and gibbons or gibbon, whatever you can call. They come under Mammalia. Even humans come under Mammalia. All of us belong to mammal. All of us are mammals. So you can also include yourself or the humans in general. So they come under same class. And next, order Carnivora. It includes tigers, cats, dogs, etc. All of them are carnivores, they eat non-veg. And next, coming to the phylum, one of its second topmost hierarchy. That's the common features of the presence of notochord, dorsal hollow neural system. It included in phylum Chordata. We are speaking about phylum Chordata. That doesn't mean the other phylums come under Chordata. They are different. Hemichordata and all, they are different. Remember, it is phylum Chordata. And next, the kingdom. Coming to the kingdom, it's the topmost hierarchy. That is kingdom Animalia, Plante, Monera, Protista, Mycota. These are the 5 kingdoms, and it's already explained that R.H. Whittaker has made a 6 kingdom classification. But yet, as per the convenience, we still use 5 kingdom classification in our daily basis, or at least in our NCRT. And for Neet examinations or other medical examinations, following NCRT is a must. As we go higher from species to kingdom, the number of characters, the similar characters goes on decreasing. Not the characters, but the similar characters goes on decreasing. Should remember them. Similar characters goes on decreasing. Lower the taxa, more the similar characters within the taxon share. Remember, as you go down the hierarchy, the common or the similar characters or similar features increases, but as you go up, they go on decreasing. Higher the category, greater is its difficulty of determining the relationship other than taxa at the same level. It's an important point, remember. Yes, now coming to one of the most important tables in this chapter, you need to remember this table. Not just for your Neet, it is also important, equally important for your board examinations. Do not neglect your board examinations as well. Board examinations are also equally important. See, man, Homo sapiens. Sorry, this is to be underlined. Underlined separately. Okay, it belongs to the phylum Chordata, class Mammalia, order Primata, family Hominidae, and the biological name is Homo sapiens. It's given in your NCRT also. You can go through it. It's very important to remember. See, for housefly, Musa domestica. Musa, M and M, M and M, D and D. Housefly is an insect, you know it. All the insects come under arthropod. What is the special feature of arthropod? They have jointed appendages. I mean the jointed legs. It's also an important feature. You should remember them. And what is the speciality of chordata? Chordata has extended notochord in their vertebral column. At least if not throughout the life, it's present at least at one stage of their life. And mango. Coming to mango, Mangifera, Mangifera. And see, A-N, and Anacardiaceae. It's easy to remember. And these things, you know that mango has a seed which is enclosed with fruit. So it comes under angiospermae. Angiospermae means angiosperms. Angiosperms have the seed encapsulated inside the fruit. Should remember this. See, for wheat, triticum aestivum, triticum. Okay, that's the genus. Okay, aestivum. You should remember, wheat is a angiosperm. Okay, see, Poaceae. If you remember this, you can easily guess this. Poales. At least in it, this will not be a problem for you because you'll have an option for this. For boards, at least you'll have to remember them. Taxonomical aids. Okay, what are taxonomical aids? Taxonomical aids are used for the classification of organism and the information gathered, stored along with the specimen. Taxonomical aids will help you to identify a specimen. Specimen may be a plant or an animal or an insect or whatever. It helps you to identify it. Taxonomical aid is nothing but anything which helps you to identify a given species or a given sample. And a few aids are herbarium, botanical gardens, museums, zoological parks, and keys. Okay, Now we'll start with herbarium. I'll explain this whatever these are. Herbarium. Herbarium is a house of plant species. See, it's nothing. Herbarium is a place to keep herbarium sheets. Okay, it's nothing but a small. It's a different, almost similar to the dimension of an A4 sheet, on which the leaves are dried, pressed, and preserved on it. It's stuck with a different kind of glue which is available for herbarium sheets. There are different sheets available called as herbarium sheets. On these, they stick it on the right bottom corner. They write the information of that leaf or the small plants. You can't preserve big animal, or animal will of course rot, and the bigger plants of it you can't store on the herbarium sheets. It's meant for only shorter ones. In the right bottom corner, exactly on the right bottom corner, they would have written the name of the collector, that is the person who collected it, the place of collecting, that is the place from where it is collected, the genus name, the species name, and the other taxonomical categories are also written in it. The other taxonomical categories are also written in it. Do not forget. And also the similar characters are written in it. See, the description of the specimens on the herbarium sheets. I told you, it's already written. I told you whatever is written in it. It's preserved in storehouse and it is preserved in a dry place. Remember, every leaf, whatever the amount of drying you do to it, they will contain a smaller amount of water in it. So there are chances of it rotting. So it's preserved in a dry, clean place. You can't store it in a humid area. It needs to be dry and clean. These sheets also carry a label of providing information of date and place of collection, English, local, and botanical names. See, botanical names, as I already told you, and the family collector's name. These are also written on it. That is exactly on the right bottom. That is, for example, if you consider this to be the herbarium sheet, it's written exactly here. It's written here. Okay, and the leaf is stuck here. If this is the leaf, it's stuck here. Okay. Also, it serves as a quick reference systems. It's a easy thing. You don't need any internet facility or anything to access it. If you just go to the herbarium storehouse, you can collect the herbarium sheets and you can see them. And also remember, they are arranged in herbarium based on their species, genus, class, family, everything. Exactly on the taxonomical hierarchy. They are arranged properly. You can just go and collect them easily. And remember, every plant has its own herbarium coding, which is universal. Wherever, anywhere across this globe you visit a herbarium, every plant will have, every leaf of a plant will have the same coding. Next, coming to the botanical gardens. Specialized gardens have collection of living plants. These are the plants which has a collection of living plants. Most of you might be knowing Lal Bagh in Bengaluru, Karnataka. It is a botanical garden, or the Royal Botanical Gardens also. And there are a few botanical gardens which are known for its marvelous beauty in Ooty also, Ooty Kodaikanal. Most of you would have visited. And a few of the important botanical gardens are Kew Botanical Garden in England, Indian Botanical Garden in Howrah, India, National Botanical Research Institute, Lucknow. Apart from this, it's very rare that they ask any other botanical gardens. And specialized botanical gardens have a collection of living plants. Plant species grown for identification process. They are exclusively grown for identification processes. They are grown. Each plant is labeled indicating its botanical scientific name and its family. Be it a tree, they'll have a small board or placard kind of thing which is stuck on the tree. It's easy for you to note them. And coming to museums have a collection of preserved plants. They're not preserved in any sheet or anything. It's not just plants and also animals. They're preserved in solutions. For example, the formalin solution. The formalin solutions are widely used in the medical industry, surgical industries, and other industries also. They're also used as one of the major preservatives. So they're preserved in any form, any preservative solution, not just formalin. There are many other preservative solution, but one of the famous one among them is formalin. So it's stored in them. It's in huge jars or the containers. You would have seen the corpse in the medical colleges or other institutions, anatomical institutions. It's common thing nowadays. It's not just insects, birds, mammals, everything. And remember, in birds and mammals, the internal organs will start to rot. That's why the internal organs, I mean the smaller intestine and all, they're removed, and instead in their places they're stuffed. They're stuffed with the sterilized things. Okay, insects are pinned in the box. They're not preserved in the formalin solution or the preservative solutions. Biological museums are generally set up in educational institutions as schools and colleges. As I told you, you can see them in medical colleges or any other colleges related to the medicine field or the biology field, or and also in a few schools. Not all the schools have it, but a few schools certainly do have it. And zoological parks, where wild animals are kept in protected environment under human care. See, they do not get a natural setup. It's a man-made and artificial setup where they are made to live. That is maybe because they are at the verge of getting extincted. See, you don't find any dogs and cats in zoological parks in the cage. You only find elephant, tiger, or any animal which are under the threat. No one goes on hunting dog or for its canine or anything, but the animals which are being poached uh, regularly or which are under threat are preserved in zoological parks. It's commonly called a zoo. There are many national zoos in India where animals are preserved. And in Karnataka, Chamarajendra Zoological Gardens of Mysuru is a famous one. And moving on to the key. Keys are used for the identification of plants and animals based on similarities and dissimilarities. They have opposite or the contrasting characters. In the key, you'll have the contrasting characters, that is plus and the minus point, both. Keys are based on the contrasting characters generally in the pair called as couplet. See, as I told you, they're contrasting characters, they are couplets. It's called as couplet. The contrasting characters in pair are called as couplets. Remember this. It's asked in the previous examinations also. It represents the choice made by two opposite options. Choice made by the two opposite options. When there's a positive thing and there's a negative thing. In the electricity, when there's a positive terminal, there's a negative terminal. Similarly, everywhere, the opposites are the rule of the nature. They're the acceptance and they should exist. This results in acceptance of only one and rejection of the other. For the survival of one, the other should be necessary. So there is the rejection of one and the acceptance of one. Each statement in key is called as lead. Every statement present in the key are called as lead. They're not led, it's lead. It's lead. Okay, remember them. Separate taxonomic keys for each taxonomic category, such as family, genus, and species. Separate taxonomical keys are there for each of the taxonomic category. Keys are generally analytical in nature. That is, they help you in analyze things. They help you in analyze. If you take up a particular genus or a particular family, these keys help you analyze the given organism or the given thing. Floral, manuals, monographs, and catalogs are some other means of recording descriptions. Not just the above mentioned ones, there are other means also. The flora, manuals, monographs, and catalogs are other means of recording the description. Description is the entire information of a given organism. The flora, they contain the actual account of habitat and distribution of plants of a given area. not all the plants are found everywhere. There are a few plants which are exclusively restricted to Arctic region and the Antarctic region. You don't find it everywhere, and they can be recorded in the flora. Similarly, manuals, they're useful for providing productive information, not just the information, but providing productive information for the identification of names of a species. It helps in identifying the name of a species. Monograph contains the information of one taxon. Monograph contains the information of any one taxon. With this, we come to the end of the first chapter, that is the living world. I hope you have all benefited through this video. Kindly do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.